Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends, to today's episode of Top Deck, where we are covering a mono black devotion deck. This one is a Platinum to Mythic 6+ win deck. Excited to be revisiting this archetype here for our Strixhaven standard. So let's go ahead. We're going to talk about a few things here. Down below in the description, you'll find in the timestamps the strategy objective of this list. We'll go and cover your sideboarding for best of 3. We'll play competitive Magic today in both best of 1 and best of 3 as always. And last but not least, we'll do a retrospective and talk about where this deck might sit in the meta, my friends. So flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video, if you like the list. On top of that, other great ways for us to connect down below in the description. You'll also find the deck list there. And the Discord server. So if you have questions or comments, you can certainly let me know down below, but that's another place for you too. So with that, Planeswalkers, today's list, mono black devotion. So what do we have going on? Everything is black for one, but the biggest piece here is it's all about a couple of different things. So we're building and building our creature base. We have one strap here with Grasp of Darkness, which is great because it's going to pull up most of any of the big creatures that we may need to remove. We have direct kill here with Murderous Rider, also helps us with those Planeswalkers. We have Veto that can give our creatures lifelink if we need it. But then we got Rankle, Master of Pranks at the top end here, helping us, giving us a lot of options against our opponents. But really, this is one major reason of why we're going the Devotion chain. You also want to continue to keep things on the board, because when this guy enters, our opponent's going to lose X life, and we're going to gain X life equal to Devotion for X, which is black. So very, very important here. And then obviously we have Massacre Worm, another great way to eat our opponent's creatures. Whenever a creature our opponent controls dies, that player is also going to lose 2 life. So very, very good here. And a great play. I love Castle Lockman in here and running 24 lands. I think it's going to seem good. So that is what we have going on with this deck. It's really kind of a mid-rangey to late game deck because a lot of the stuff that we're going to have here to kind of hone in and bring things home happens at this top end. So got to keep in mind, we can lock our opponents out with Rankle. That's going to be a big piece. We can sacrifice some of the stuff that doesn't help us as much. So certainly things to keep in mind there, my friends. So that is the main board. Now we're going to move into our sideboard for our best of 3 matches. We do have a lot of things going on here. I really like how the sideboard is set up too. We'll talk about that here in a minute as we walk through aggro, mid-range, and late game decks. So against aggro, these are really creature-based decks, things like mono red, mono white, Boros Knights, Boros Renata, Naya, Nayo Nada. We also have Gruul, Magda Gruul in that space. Some of those bridging for us into mid-range. We'll talk about that here in a second. But anything creature-based, you can certainly run Heartless Act. You can run Extinction Event if you wanted to as well to gain board position. I also like Shadow Spear if you need that life gain back against some of those decks. Then Grasp of Darkness again to strap those creatures right off the board for you. What would I change out here depending on what our opponent's running? If a lot of those creatures are above 2 and 2, toughness and power, we're going to probably drop Master Worm, pull our forward on our curve. Those are some good ways for us to kind of move around there. Additionally, getting rid of Veto might be a decent thing. You can move some of those other things in there too and go for those direct kill spells. So those are a couple different considerations there for you in that space. Then, as we mentioned, we moved to mid-range, covered some of the Winata stuff. We talked about Gruul. Also in the space, you have, is it Tempo? Is it Dragons? You'll also run into certainly a host of sacrifice decks, Golgari, Rakdos, Jund. These are Witherbloom, past traditional sacrifice, mid-range, all those things in that space. Here, again, makeup being creatures, less creature-type decks. We're going to start to run Agonizing Remorse and also Duress. Those are some good ones. And then if they are running graveyard play, like your traditional Rakdos mid-range, Go Blank is huge. Here, target player is going to discard 2 cards, then exile all cards from that player's graveyard. This card is very good So it's certainly something that you can move in. It's also going to be nice against locking out even some aggro decks at times. But those are some suggestions there. Again, Massacre Worm's good to remove, and then some other things here at the top end that you might want to flip out as well in terms of considerations. Again, you do want to keep Gray Merchant in there because of the ping. That's a good one, but again, pivoting more towards some of the stuff that we have going on here at mid-range, certainly keep those things in mind. Then we got the late game decks. These are going to be anywhere from your traditional control like Azorus. Now we have Azorus Blank, we got Dimir, we also have Sultai, all things to consider, and then also any flavor of snow decks in there as well. Additionally, you got the Doom decks, you got 4-color, you also have Esper and Orzhov in that space, and then everyone's favorite ultimatum. So that's the Team Returns deck, their Temur Ultimatum. Also, we have our Sultai Ultimatum as well, or Sultai Emergent. Those things we're certainly going to run go blank, get cards out of their hand, run Duress, and run the Agonizer Remorse. Remove those out, get rid of some of these things at the top end here where you may not need those in terms of some considerations. The big one here, though, is Vito's going to pair well with Murderous Rider. Just keep those things in mind, but again, we just got to be careful on what we have going on. You probably don't need the Grasp of Darkness, and those are some good ones for you to consider in terms of flipping stuff out. So, my friends, that is the aggro matchup, that is mid-range matchup, and that's late game matchup. In terms of how we would board at a pretty heavy, fast clip. As always, we talked about the strategy objective of this list. Let's go bring it into some competitive Magic here. Really looking forward to this here today. So let's go for it. Again, this is our deck. We got certainly a ton of those that we've just done. 2 tribals with Orzhov Clerics and Golgari Elves you should absolutely check out. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. Again, if you have questions, if you have comments, please don't hesitate to ask. List is available for you in the details, and great ways to support the channel, my friends. Always much appreciated, and don't take any of that for granted. And quickly a shout out to the patrons as well as our YouTube members. All right, so opponent's going first. We got a strap. We have a direct kill. We can certainly run Vito. I'm going to keep it. It's not as fast as I would like, but we might be okay, so we'll find out. Kite Sail is going to allow us to look at our opponent's hand. Depending on what they play, though, we're going to have to keep in mind this. So we're absolutely going to take that off. So this is at instant speed. And we just need to see how our opponent's going to play. Good thing we got 3 vetoes here. Moga it is. And we early season reset at Diamond. Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. Moga. Moga's internet just went. Oof. Oof, there they are. We will strap this sucker, get it off the board. Now, that is one way to kill Faceless Haven, so don't forget that either. We just don't want to give him a bunch of stuff. Alright. So we can certainly do this. We can do this. Looks like they might have something. Probably going to burn Vito off, which is fine. That's fine. That saves Rankle here. We have 2 more vetoes. Maybe they got Giants here as well. There it is. So now they might play their Giants. Ooh, and I... Oh, this is a tough one for us here. We'll wait. Now we could have played Vito, but I want to get this guy off the board. two little guys. All right. Probably drop the Rimrock. So potentially, maybe, they have Cleave here. We'll find out. So we can do two things here. We can do this. There we go. That's unfortunate. Play this for one. Very, very unfortunate. Alright, so a block on the Rimrock. We don't have any kill spells. We could certainly play this. Let's see what they do here. Now, all they gotta do is pick up Faceless. So, unfortunately for us here, not the best lineup against mono red. Here, I certainly, most definitely, would move in a lot of those kill spells here. Just to keep them locked in, kind of like we played yesterday with our Orzhov Clerics deck, except we do get a little bit more life gain. I would also probably throw in Shadow Spear against these guys. Alright, so let's see here. Grab that. Go on to our next matchup here with Mono Black Devotion. So, not great against that run, but we'll see what else we can do. Again, not being able to remove things. We had some straps, we had some issues with the rogue, but it happens. So this is good, this is good. We got a good plan here. This we can lock our opponents down, which is great. And we can use Whisper Squad to get a bunch of stuff in, which can really, really help with Rankle here. Ooh. So we will certainly do this. Now they gotta pay to life. Ooh. We can use him if we want. Let's do it. Now again, we still have our Murderous Rider here. Take him off. Oh. Mono black enchantments. Doing work. Oh, we can't even kill him. Just too bad. Just too bad. Oh. Very, very unfortunate here with our devotion deck today. Let's go ahead. I couldn't tackle them there. Anything that they would have blocked through at me, they would have got right on through. All right, third and final best of one. Not hitting anything that's going to make us run train here today. It's all right. It happens. All right, opponent's going first. We do have Gary. We'll see if we can get there. We got a probably Rogue's deck, which could be problematic. It is a Rogue's deck. So thinning here is going to help them. Okay. Let's take a look. Grab this one. Now, everything else in their hand, we're just fine with here. Oh, look at that top deck. Look at that top deck. Everything they needed. All right, so we'll go here. So 7 or more cards in our graveyard. That's going to be way cheaper for them to cast. Right now, we don't have to worry about a bunch of this stuff. So that's... Probably should take veto off. So we'll hang on to this. We can potentially drop Gary. We want to lock a few things in here. That's there. Real close here. So this is 5. So we can do this. Let's go. Each player sacrifices a creature. And we still have our strap here if we need. And our worm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Ouch. We'll try and hit it. The most likely use test of talents here. Idea is hopefully we get a land. It's a bad strategy, but if we get it, then we can lock them in here. Tapped out. slightly helped us. Ooh. Let's grab that. So wait. Now we can go double Gary, which would be lethal. So we put lethal form on here to lock that out. It's a big problem for us now. Now we're way behind, potentially, unless we get a land. So they gotta play a blue. Good news is we can play that guy back. So they definitely have what they need. Oh, if you're going real aggressive there. All right, give us that top deck on the land. Give us the top deck on the land. Oh, there it was. There it was. So we're good. We will decline. We're going to play this guy. We got Gary still. Gilliman. I just have a feeling they're going to come back and win. What's going to happen? We needed that land one turn earlier. Which is fine, because it happens. They're going to play Agadeems and pull their guy back, which is fine. They'll have 2 left, so they can counter anything. Big problem. Doesn't help us, so we'll kick it. But we can't block either, which is a problem. And they reload. There goes my Skyclave. All right, let's see what we play. Almost milled out. Didn't close. Huge bummer. Huge bummer. That's all right, it happens. We'll drop our Gary. We'll show you how this works. With one. Could have played the land first and brought one guy back, I guess. Would have been a little bit better. Not much. They have enough to go over the top. All right, good game from our opponent. We are now into our best of 3, so absolutely horrible, horrible run here, best of 1 today. We haven't had too many like this this season, so it happens, but unfortunately, not good. All right, so let's go to the next one here. We did the Orzhov Clerics yesterday. Again, we're trying out the Mono Black Devotion to see where it fits here. In today's Strixhaven meta, best of 1, not the best. So let's see how we can do here for our best of 3 lineup, my friends, and we'll go from there. All right, appreciate those who tuned in now. We covered the deck list. We played our best of 1 matches. Let's see how we can do here. There we go. 1, 2, it's not bad. We'll keep this. We got a Gigantha. Oh, no, Obosh. Could be a turn stack. Definitely looking like it. We'll go there first, so we can get the draw. Not good on the land. Wait. This might actually help him a little bit. The other thing that we could have done there, we certainly could have played Kite Sail. Oh, here we go. Let's get rid of Henge for now. Well, they got everything they needed now. Question is, are we gonna get there? No, we are not. So we'll strap this guy. Still not gonna get there. That is horribly unfortunate for us. Oh, Lovestruck, you can hit me. Not much we can do. Ouch, again. Have pretty good draw with this deck too, so this is just really, really unfortunate. All right, we'll go to the next one. Horribly, horribly, horribly unfortunate for us. So what do we want to do here? Non-land card, regular one as well. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop Massacre Worm. Veto is not working well for us. We can go Grasp. Grasp can hit a couple of stuff. Heartless Axe good. Shadow's Verdict will rip this deck apart. I also don't mind going the Agonizing Remorse or the Duresses. So we just want to figure out how we want to play the field. One. Well, I like Rankle at the top, and let's go 2 Garys. And we're going to focus on killing stuff and removing stuff here. Let's go 1 Skyclave. Alright, we can do that. Lithoform's going to help them. Potentially. Let's go 2 to recover there. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll try this and see if we can bring it back, my friends. We'll play first. Keep this. Start there. Going with their favorite ordeal. Let's do this. All right, nothing we can do. Triome, yeah. Oh. All right, we're gonna go sack, discard. We can live with that. Do this. I'll do this. And we'll go discard, sack. There, now we can keep them locked out. There we go. Keep the pressure on. See what they do here. See, what do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of Kazundu, huh? The Edgewell's gonna make him bigger. Alright, a lot of top decking for them. I got it. I got something. Still have our castle. Alright, they're gonna get their draw. Ooh. And get their draw off the brazen. There's the gold span. So this is to protect for Elrunes. Not gonna trade on that. They're gonna get their draw off this. It's all odd. We'll see if we can get away with it. We'll try it. Probably counter. They had 3 opens, so. Ooh, there we go. Grab on this one. No need to make them bigger. There we go. They have to kill 2 of them now. Ah, we got it. We got it. Whew. We took one home. We took one home, my friends. Let's whip in the other extinction event because they're all odd. We only have this on odd actually, so that works. Gary. This rips a ton. Nightshade saved us. Let's drop our Whisper Squads. We could always go blank too. Let's flip in some go blanks. Let's add another Gary. Maybe 2 go blanks. Lithoform kind of helps them actually in this one, so we'll do this. I'm going to play a little bit different curve here this time. Alright. Odds it is. Get all that stuff off the board. We can try it. It's not the best. Uh-oh. We might run into a mana issue again. There we go. So we can do this. Let's do that. All lands. All right. Let's hard cast this guy. Whoop. Oh, I was gonna say, I bet they top decked the Goldspan. Of course they did. Of course they did. We need a land. We're running into too many land problems here. And Clythos is going to be a problem for us. They are going to get me pretty badly here. There we go. I don't think it's enough with double Gary, but we'll try it. Too bad because it's odd. I don't think that's it. Let's do this. Ah, the drain. That one bone crusher to the face. It's over. We don't even have enough. Well, we're close. They do have this though, so we'll see. Odd. We'll see if we get through. That would have been as close as we could have got. As close as we could have got. They at least played it right in terms of how that went. So, bummer on the deck today. In terms of best of one, we got crushed. Best of three, we did get a win in there, but ultimately couldn't win the 2 games to lock it in. Good news is we got a nice Mythic card here, so we'll claim that. Let's go back and close out on today's deck. Again, Mono Black Devotion, so certainly not as strong in the meta. We went, like I said, 0-3 in best of 1, and then in best of 3 we went 1-2, ultimately losing. So we did at least get 1 win in there today. So where's this set? Definitely probably a tier 3 deck. To be honest, was not super strong, didn't play well. Great concept though. Either way, a lot of fun. We had a good chance. Their Clythos really hurt us in the third matchup, unfortunately, but that is Magic, and that is how it goes, my friends. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Flip me a like if you did. Unfortunately, not the best in terms of the wins, but hey, can't win all the time, as I like to say, because that's the way it goes. So as always, Planeswalkers, appreciate your support. Deck list is available for you down below. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. On top of that, other great ways to stay connected in the description. Stay tuned for Top Decks, Jank Magic. We also have Friday Night Magic. And on top of that, my friends, our lovely tier list. So take care, Planeswalkers. We'll see you again soon. Mythras out.